Hey everyone, today we're doing a pick a card. Practice your intuition a little bit here. Feel free to pause the video if you need to, all right? Focus on the options ahead, A, B, or C. Feel it and see it in your mind's eye. Whichever and whatever order calls to you has your message, insight, or confirmation at this time, okay? So I'll go ahead and give you a moment to pause. We're going to be using the Herbal Tarot and the Spirit of the Herbs supplemental book for this and with the affirmations at the end. All right, if card A called to you, you have the High Priestess. Nice. So you might need to follow your moon sign, okay, this week. The moon is definitely represented by her. It could be in a water sign as well, all right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you could be a High Priestess if you're here, chances are. That might be accurate, all right? Or you might need to embody more of your High Priestess energy at this time. Stuff's going to be popping off in the fifth dimension for you and be communicated, all right? So explore the subconscious, look for the why behind manifestations, mystery, inner knowing, wisdom, the yin principle of the self, feminine beauty and grace. There could be some shyness here and holding back. There's a need to let go of tension and nervousness and pay attention to the cycles of life, all right? And watch out for any moodiness at this time, all right? The High Priestess embodies the pure power of the feminine receptive principle. She is in touch with the universal mind. She has had many names in her past, and at one point was none other than the ancient Egyptian goddess Isis, who was able to give life to the god Osiris after his death. Thus, around her neck is the sacred Ankh, the key of life. She was also the Virgin Mary, who contained within herself the seed of spirit to be manifested on earth. Her left foot rests on the crescent moon, symbolizing her dominion of and oneness with inner reflection and the natural cycles of life. Enthroned between the two pillars of light and dark, she is in a state of silent equilibrium. With a veil over her eyes, she is mute, looking within to the subconscious. In other words, to the consciousness that resides behind all the outer manifestations. She knows there is a uniting consciousness behind all aspects of life. The blue color of her garment and the clouds in the sky are indicative of the watery element over which she reigns. Water is the source of life that it contains all the thoughts and substances needed for life's expression. Through our own inner High Priestess, we are able to tap into our potential creativity and are better able to understand how all aspects of our life are united. The affirmation on this card: I open my heart to the answers that lie within me. I see the perfection and unity of all things. If card B called to you, if I can reach it, you have the World. Love it. So perhaps there's an end of cycle. Maybe travel could be indicated here. All right. Definitely a completion of sorts, all things coming round, full circle. All right, you might need to follow your Saturn placement this week as well, all right? It's all about seeing the whole picture, the need for healing, giving form to spirit, uniting the four elements and the four directions, trying to force a unity before conditions are appropriate, so be mindful of that. Need to break through inertia and stagnation. Might be mentally stuck, be on the lookout for that. In a rut, there may be a need for joyful participation in the creation of life. The World, ruled by Saturn, represents the unity of all elements and their oneness with divine spirit. This card depicts our potential to manifest spirit on Earth. Saturn has been mistakenly regarded as the malefic planet. A clearer understanding of the planet and its energies will bring greater clarity to the World card. Saturn rules limitations, time, form, and responsibility. It crystallizes thoughts and ideas. It represents the earth plane and all of its wonders. The four elements represented on the world are the different aspects of creation and the order of the universe: water, or the feelings, inspirations, and balance; fire, the creative, expansive energy; air, the element of wisdom and interconnection of ideas; and earth, where contraction, cohesion, and results. Without this order, we as celestial beings would not have the place, space, or time to manifest our visions. These are the tools and media with which we outwardly create the inner visions. The circle on the card represents the all encompassing power and energy that was or ever will be. It is the present moment of existence. It is the unindividualized life force that gains self conscious awareness through the limitations of time and space and by combining all the elements. When we have reached the consciousness of the world card, we are no longer identifying all that we create with the ego or subjective personality. We see our creations as a manifestation of the life force itself. This plane that we live on is magnificent, as it is the place where we can see ourselves through our creations. This extends from the most temporal to the most exalted parts of our lives. If we can see ourselves and the things around us as the life force manifested, then there is nowhere else that we need to be except right here, right now, dancing to the rhythm of life. The affirmation on this card: I joyfully create my life and see spirit as the foundation of all. And last but certainly not least, if card C called to you, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Nice. So definitely a new beginning in the tangible. This could indicate a year's timing as well. Could also be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or R1. This is a card of nurturing ourselves and that of others, taking care of legitimate desires, evaluating opportunities that present themselves, a need to eat well, sleep well, and enjoy the fruits of life. This is also a call to maybe even get blockages and denials out of the way. And it's also time to create new balance. A hand emerging from the clouds lovingly holds the pentacle, the earth element. A pathway leads through the arch, which is built with a system of perfect balances and is profoundly strong. The path to living in balance with nature and with the inner self is open to whoever wants to follow it. We must live our truths. As the Native Americans put it, walk our talk and be cognizant beings right here on earth. We must seek a balance with our families, our actions, our work, our foods, our bodies, and our words. We must nurture ourselves and accept the nurturing that is available to us on all levels of body, mind, and spirit. In reevaluating and letting go of any non-supportive situations or habits, we may notice that feelings of heaviness and spiritual lassitude will begin to be released. One's desires should not be ignored, nor should one become a slave to them. Work at weeding out desires that are empty and unsubstantial, and support those that nourish on a deep level. Just as nature throws her seeds out with desires to expand and flourish, we too must be willing to plant our visions, nurture them, and watch them flourish. The affirmation on this card: with wisdom and intuition, I willingly nurture and honor my inner seeds and desires.